Hello traders, the title of the video is multiple times frame day trading tips and tricks. We are recording this video today because a TSTW trader has asked me a question, has asked me to record a video about top-down trading method, multiple time frame trading method, for day traders. So the idea is to show traders how they can implement a top-down trading method, a multiple time frame trading method for scalping. All right, so on the lower time frames. All right. In fact, if you want to learn and master the multiple time frame trading method, you need to YouTube search. Okay. Mastering a top-down trading method. Here it is, mastering top-down trading method. We have already recorded 5 videos. That's the first one here, and you can watch them. Or I believe that trader has already watched it. So, but he's looking for a day trading top-down trading method. All right. I'll try to keep it very short. All right. So, what are we talking about? Talking about multiple time frame trading method is that we do not want to make a trading decision on one time frame alone. So, for instance, we don't want to go to a 3-minute time frame, 5-minute time frame, or 15-minute time frame, stochastics overbought, oversold, or RSI overbought, oversold, or MACD divergence, and on that time frame alone, we see something and we buy or sell. That is wrong. Sometimes it may work, sometimes it may not work. So when we talk about multiple time frame trading method, we want to use at least 2 time frames. All right. So for day trading purposes, as I've been saying before, one can look for a trading setup on the 2-hour time frame or 4-hour time frame. I like more the 2-hour time frame. And then when one identify a trading setup on the 2-hour time frame, one will go to the 15-minute time frame, waiting for the signal, and then one will enter the trade on the 3-minute or 5-minute time frame. That's one example of a top-down trading method for a day trader. As I said before, it's easy to understand this, but traders must take time to practice until they master it. So if you're looking at this chart now, I'm looking at United Rentals Incorporated, EPIC URI. This is an American stock. You can see here we have, I put on my chart the Pitchfork tool. I'm on the 2-hour time frame. So this is the Pitchfork tool. It allows us to find also high probability trading setup. You can see that if the price bullish, you stay above the median line of the Pitchfork tool. And you can see stay here, it went below it. Now it went back above it. So when it goes from below to above, we will say it's becoming bullish. But as you see, as it went back above the median line, we see clearly here a validation of a support level. This is a double bottom chart pattern on the median line of that Pitchfork tool. I will be happy, okay, to trade this one because this is a double bottom chart pattern. By the way, anytime I use the word double bottom chart pattern, a Google algorithm will highlight okay, the video as unsuitable for advertising. I think somebody need to talk to YouTube. There is a word that we use all the time. Double bottom chart pattern has nothing to do with sex or bottom or anything else. So they need to rectify that for our channel. I'll be very pleased if somebody look at it and just know that if this guy is talking about a double bottom, it has nothing to do with sex. I don't want my video be classified as being dirty, so to speak. Okay, that would be very, very nice. Okay, so here it is. So double bottom chart pattern is formed. It's a bullish chart pattern. Come on, centralized kaput on the 2-hour time frame. After the first candlestick bar is closed, this one here is closed. We have a bullish chart pattern on the 2-hour time frame. Okay. So now we will implement, we will not just buy here, We will now go to the 15-minute time frame. So the signal is another setup. So, okay, if you see a bullish trading setup on the 2-hour time frame, if you are looking for a signal on the 50-minute time frame, what you are doing, you are looking for another setup on the 50-minute time frame or another signal on the 15-minute time frame. But you are not going to buy straight away on the 50-minute time frame. So you have a good reason on the 2-hour time frame to look for an opportunity to buy. So this is the first good reason. If you go on the 50-minute time frame, what you are looking for is there another good reason? Okay, if there is a good reason on the signal time frame to buy, then you have a signal. We're talking about the 7 biggest trading mistakes at dayprotraders.com. All right, 7 biggest trading mistakes. All right. So here we will go on the 50-minute time frame, wait for the signal, looking for another good reason why we should stick to this trade or not. All right. And then if the signal is in place on the 50-minute time frame, now we will go on the 3-minute time frame, looking for another good reason why we should enter the trade on the 3-minute time frame. All right. Sometimes, as I've already mentioned in that playlist, all right, sometimes, so I recommend to trader to watch each video gently, okay? It will take some time, but slowly, but gradually, you will get there. Sometimes you may have a good reason, which means a valid trading setup on this setup time frame, 2-hour time frame. The signal will be in place on the signal time frame, but when you are about to buy, there could be some scenario where you may not enter the trade. For instance, you have a trading setup, signal is fire. Now it's a bullish trading setup. All right. Now here it is. The market is becoming very, very bearish. As New York is open or London is opening, there's a bad economy news coming out and everybody's selling. Will you enter the trade? No, you will not enter the trade. All right. Or you see the setup as a day trader, we talk about the gap trading period. One thing that is messing up a lot of day trader is the time of the day. We talk about the gap period. So if you're a TSCW24 trader, you want to go back to the document, all right? The first 2 hours, when a market is open, okay, this is the best time for day trading, all right? You want to wait for the first 30-minute candlestick bar to close, and then you're going to look for an opportunity to trade. Sometimes day traders may apply top-down trading method, but at the wrong time or in a wrong market environment. So we can't cover everything today, but I'm just mentioning them. So this is one example of a top-down trading method set up, okay, 2-hour time frame. One will go on the 50-minute time frame, and then one will enter the trade on the 3-minute time frame or 5-minute time frame. Okay. So we can also use, for instance, the hourly time frame. So as I said before, all right, the multiple time frame trading method consists of using at least 2 time frames. It's very important. But for practical multiple time frame trading method, professional will tell you it's 3 time frames: the setup, the signal, and the low risk entry point. But we can use 2 time frames. All right, like a TSCW24 trader that identify this trading setup like this will just go to the first best time frame, waiting for the signal and enter the trade on the first best time frame. So we are using 2 time frames. Find a high probability trading setup, go to the first best time frame. All right, this is it. So another example that we can use is that we can use the hourly time frame and the 3-minute time frame. Just 2 time frame. Instead of 3, we can use 2 time frame. So you'll see a trading setup on the hourly time frame, stochastic divergence, stochastic pattern. All right, on the hourly time frame, you can just go straight away to the 3-minute time frame. So you are looking for a good reason. The trading setup is the good reason why you should buy or sell on the hourly time frame. Your entry or signal on the 3-minute time frame using only 2 times frame instead of 3 is another good reason why you should buy or sell on the 3-minute time frame. So you want to pay attention to the market pattern. You want to buy at a support level. You want to sell at a resistance level. If you want to buy at a resistance level, you want the price to break above and retest and find a support. You want to sell at a support level. You want it to break below that support level and retest and turn around. Always wait for the candlestick bar to close. So you want the hourly time frame, you're looking for a trending setup. That hourly candlestick bar must close. Sometimes, if you do not wait for it to close, you will enter the trend and then they will take you out before the price will go where you want it to go. So usually, this is very important, or usually, all right, day trader will enter the trade at the top of the hour. Am I making myself clear? A candlestick bar is closed. If you do not want to wait for the hourly candlestick bar to close, wait at least. So like here, you see trend line is broken. You don't want to wait for this hourly candlestick bar to close. At least wait for the 30-minute candlestick bar to close. Okay. All right. So we can use also look for a trading setup on the hourly time frame, and then we go to the 3-minute time frame. All right. That's 2 time frame only. We can also look for a trading setup on a 30-minute time frame, a good reason why we should buy or sell on a 30-minute time frame. We can use the stochastic oversold and overbought on a 30-minute time frame. All right. So if you are using a stochastic overbought and oversold, understand that overbought means resistance, oversold means support. Then you have to draw your channel. Okay. So there is a video I posted, I think, a 2-4 stock trader mapping out the chart. So you must always map out your chart, draw your key support and resistance level before you start looking for the trading setup. Map out. You have to map out your chart. So just using this Pitchfork tool on a 2-hour time frame, I have mapped out a bit my chart. I haven't done everything. I can draw all the key resistance support level on that 2-hour time frame, because the price always going from one support level to a resistance level, or from a resistance to a support level. So we want to map out the chart. Where are we? Where are we going? Where is it likely to go? The price does not go up or down for no reason. It's always headed to a specific target level. Where is the next target level? And so on. So from there, we will determine whether it's a good trading setup or not. So you see a bullish trading setup, where is the next target? Is the next resistance level? Right? You see a bearish trading setup, the next target is the first support level. So if the price is very close to that support level, which means there's not enough room for the price to move, when you trade it, you will discount it and look for something else. The price must have enough room to move. All right? So we can combine also 30-minute time frame and a 5-minute time frame. All right? We can combine 5 minutes and 30 minutes. So stochastic oversold, overbought on the 30-minute time frame. Now you go to the 5-minute time frame, looking for a good reason where you should buy or sell. But as a day trader, playing with the market noise, this is about market noise, using the lower time frame. All right, it's tricky. All right, it's tricky because it's a fluctuation. It's a short-term price move for scalping and right, day trading. So if you are doing that, you need to make sure that you are day trading, okay, during the first 2 hours when London is open, first 2 hours when New York is open, first 2 hours, all right, when Hong Kong is open. I do not trade the Asia session, but you need to stick to the market environment. Otherwise, you can apply the best day trading strategy, the best multiple time frame trading method. But you want to pay attention to the market environment because a day trader, you want to get in and be filled and go. So you are looking for the best time when you can grab your portion and go. So those are few things that we're talking about: short-term multiple time frame trading method. We can combine the 4 hours or 2 hours the trading setup with the 15-minute time frame signal, and we will enter the trade either on a 3-minute or 5-minute time frame. Good. That's a 3 time frame. We can also combine the hourly time frame and the 3-minute time frame. You have to understand that there is other trader may say to you, George, no, it's hourly and 5-minute. The most important thing to retain here is that one must not use a one time frame alone. So whether you are using an hourly time frame and 5 minute time frame is good. Whether you are using hourly time frame and 10 minute time frame is good. You are not using like everybody else one time frame alone to make your day trading decision. That's very, very important. But but there is after many observations, there is a formula for the top-down trading method, which I've already talked about, okay, in those series of video, ratio 1 to 22, all right? But as we are talking about the hourly time frame, we cannot say, another trader may say, hourly time frame, 3 minute time frame, and then 1 minute time frame. I do not like to enter the trade on the hourly time frame, so I do not like to enter the trade on a 1 minute time frame. So if I don't like to do something, I will not recommend it to traders. So another trader may say, hourly time frame for a trading setup, 3 minute time frame for the signal, and 1 minute time frame or 10-second time frame for the entry. But personally, I stay away from the 1 minute time frame. I would prefer to use 2 minute time frame or 3 minute time frame. Therefore, that's why I recommend to traders to use instead hourly time frame and 3 minute time frame. You may hear me talking about hourly, 3 minute, 1 minute, another time frame. This is about using previously, all right? So it's about using 3 time frame, but I prefer hourly, 3 minute time frame, full stop. Or 30-minute time frame and 5 minute time frame, okay? But sometimes, all right, so we were talking about this before when I was saying to traders that we can break it down from the daily chart, okay, all the way to the 3 minute time frame. Remember that? So you are wondering, what am I talking about? So we can find a day trading setup even on the yearly chart and break it down even to the 3 minute time frame. All right, we can do that. All right. So, but the point I'm making here is that so for a day trader, the daily chart is your long-term time frame. Most day traders go to the daily chart, they look for a trading setup on a daily chart. And then they go to a lower time frame to enter the trade. That's what a lot of day traders are doing. All right. So, but we can break it down using multiple time frame trading method from the daily chart all the way to the 3 minute time frame. So the combination in this case that we are looking for a trading setup on a daily chart. All right. Can be a stochastic pattern, can be stochastic divergence, can be RSI divergence, can be a higher low after a higher high or something like that, okay? Can be any trading setup on the daily chart. Then we go to the hourly time frame looking for a good reason. You remember, this is a signal now why we should buy on the hourly time frame. If there is a good reason to buy on the hourly time frame, we drop down again to the 10-minute time frame looking for a good reason why we should buy. But if you do not want to enter the trade on the 10-minute time frame like swing traders, you can drop it down again from the 10-minute time frame to the 3-minute time frame. So we can say daily chart, hourly time frame, 10-minute time frame, 3-minute time frame. So from the daily chart all the way to the 3-minute time frame. As always, map out the chart. That's the first thing you need to do. Draw the key support, which anytime you want to use any time frame for trading setup, map it out. Draw your channel, draw the key support and resistance level. Understand the price moving from one key level to the next key level. All right. Look for a trading setup on the edge of a trend line or a key level. Okay, that's where you want to back your trade. You want to support or resistance to support your trade. And from there, if there is a good reason to buy or sell, now you use at least 2 time frames. Use another time frame looking for a signal which is another good reason why you should buy or sell. So what you have done on the signal time frame, what you have done on the second time frame, you will do exactly the same thing on the signal time frame. Anytime you change time frame, draw your channel, draw the key level. All right, so daily chart, hourly time frame, 10-minute time frame, 3-minute time frame. You see, we bring it from the daily chart all the way to the 3-minute time frame. All right, another trader may say something else. Don't deny it, but because the most important, don't say that. Oh no, it's not daily, hourly, 15. Just say the most important thing is that one is not using, all right, one time frame alone, but after many observations, the ratio 1 to 22 work beautifully. That's why what I like, that's what I would recommend to traders, but that's not the only thing that traders are doing, okay? So to summarize these multiple time frame day trading tips and tricks, we want to combine 4 hours or 2 hours at a 15-minute time frame, or 3 minutes or 5 minutes. Okay, that's one example. Or we can use 2 time frame, hourly time frame, 3-minute time frame. Good, all right. We can also use 30-minute time frame and 5-minute time frame. Or we can start from the daily chart, break it down to the hourly time frame, and then break it down to the 10-minute time frame, and enter the trade on the 3-minute time frame. So this will conclude this discussion today about multiple time frame day trading tips and tricks. I would like to take this opportunity to thank that trader for asking an excellent question. There are other traders that have already asked me a few questions. I have not forgotten you. In due course, I will be recording another video to answer your question. But just understand that, okay, be a little bit patient, and your turn will come. Right? If you find this video truly useful, okay, let us know by giving us a thumbs up. All right. If you think that this is another poor performance at the beginning of the new year, George, all right, mark it down. If you think that this is an essential tutorial, feel free to share with your friends on Google+, on Twitter, and also on Facebook. Until the next time, enjoy yourself and be very happy. We are the GSTW24 traders talking about multiple time frames, day trading tips and tricks. Happy trading to you all, and I will speak to you soon.